back to Joseph K. Ford Stadium, where on the campus of Lexington Catholic High School, where Lexington Catholic pulled off a pretty good win tonight, I think. Donnie Walker with me, Mike being here with Coach Perry, and we know Coach Perry quite well. We're old friends. We're going to get him up here and teach him a little bit. It's pretty hard to teach somebody. Let's start early, all right?
Yeah.
Kickoff return. That makes a big difference, doesn't it?
That was, I thought the tone was set, and I think it was important that we came out. You see some of the capabilities of their skill kids. They've got some really nice skill kids and some playmakers, and I thought, the first quarter was really important, and that definitely set the tone early. Scoring 35 in the first quarter, and couldn't ask for a better start in district play.
Yeah, Donnie, we were talking a little bit about the quarterback situation. You want to talk a little bit about how Fago and how he did tonight?
Yeah, I thought he looked excellent tonight. I thought he was really efficient with the ball. Didn't throw it very often, but I think he had 3, 4, 5 touchdowns tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, it was he did a really nice job running the offense and setting up the screens and delivering the screens where guys get to catch it and run with it. And I think a lot of people take that for granted. Those aren't easy throws sometimes, especially those jailbreak or tunnel screens. And then he had the little rollout screen where he turned and threw it back. And you got to hit those guys upfield where they can actually do something with it. There is an art to it, isn't it?
It's a lot harder than what it looks. You know? And honestly, we had 2 or 3 drops tonight that could have been scores or should have been scores that the receivers got to make a play, but I thought Kirk, I thought he managed the game well, like you said. He did what we needed him to do. He pulled the ball a couple times on the read plays and just managed the offense well.
I think Coach Miller, he does a really good job defensively, and I felt like he came out with a game plan. He ran a little forefront look against you, had those linebackers out a little wide. I think he was trying to do something to stop your passing game more than anything. But again, your athletes were really good. And they had some good people in the secondary, but I think your play calling did a really good job with your play calling and spreading them out. And Donnie and I talked about this. Your tempo got him pretty good in the first part of the game.
Well, we saw they had 8 guys playing both ways, and I think with us platoon, I think anytime you can play as fast as possible, I think you're right. Take advantage of that. And I thought our O-line played better tonight. I thought Jalen obviously ran the ball hard. He doesn't go down on the first guy on contact very often, and defensively, our first team defense pitched a shutout tonight. We gave up the kickoff return that coming out of half that we've got to clean up. They scored a couple late, but overall, I was really pleased with our defense being able to get off the field when they had to.
Did you give up a sack tonight? I don't recall.
I don't think
I don't think so. I don't think gave up a sack tonight. I'm sure Jesse was a little upset about the kickoff return because I think he had a special play plan for the first snap, didn't he?
He did.
He did get to run it though, didn't he?
He did, yeah. And the kid, we tried to set it up, and the kid bailed on it. So but I was, again, we're very pleased with the way we came out, and in a game like this, it's important. You can either, just play, I guess, average or mediocre to coming out, or you come out on fire, after your open week. And I was really pleased with the way that we came out and started the ball game.
Now, I know you don't want to talk about the past, but what happened to you this last game?
Well, it was a good team, and I've not seen their score against Ryle, but we've played some good competition, and I think we struggled a little bit, to establish much of an offense, and I think we didn't play well. Well, the reason and that happens,
I know, and the reason I brought that up was not in a criticism way, but to talk about as a coach, you have to overcome that stuff, but you learn from it too.
You do, and look, we've lost 3 games, and they've been to 3 of the top 15 teams in the state of Kentucky. Yeah. And in 2 of them, and we could have won, but didn't play very well. And so in this open week, that's something that going forward that we've got to stress it. When you play very good teams, the margin of error becomes much smaller, and we're about to see one of those teams next week.
Yeah,
really. So you got a big one coming up, don't
you? You just can't make those errors against good football teams, and we've got to come back and have another great week and push forward and get ready for a great bowl kind of team.
Well, I talked to a UFO at halftime. I had Dana.
Yeah.
Boy, she wasn't too happy with you for naming her a UFO. She looks like the type of person who wants to stay in the background if she can.
Yeah,
so.
She is awesome. She absolutely takes care of us, and with equipment, with video, with whatever's needed. You know, that's that behind-the-scenes person that you don't see that just and the boys recognize it. You know, we're out here at Thursday practice, and she opens up all their lockers and hangs their jersey in their lockers. And just because she's a great person and great to have around our program.
How important is it to get a game like this where you get your you got probably your toughest district game coming up, to be able to get your kids off the field, keep them healthy, get them an extra half off the field, and to be able to prepare.
Well, I thought going back to the last game, I thought it was good to have an open week to get healed up a little bit, to get kind of refocused and recentered, and then charge into our second season, and then gain a little confidence tonight. We did, we've got some things to clean up, but we did some good things that we can build off of and say, hey, let's push forward. So I think it was great to build a little confidence going into next week, and then just go play the best of our ability next week.
Well, you know what, Mark, you had to play some ball tonight too. I mean, I know there was a lot of points that way, but those kids can.
Hey,
that Robinson kid can run the football.
There's no doubt about it.
You got to tackle that guy.
You look at their skill kids now; they can absolutely play.
Wow.
They can
are
run.
athletic.
You saw them on defense; they can run and hit.
Athletic.
I mean, they've got some kids now that we anticipated that. Going into the game, you could see it on film that they could run and they can make plays and they can break a tackle and make a big play. And I think everyone saw that tonight.
Yeah. Had you seen the even front on film before tonight?
Yes.
Had you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We were kind of wondering which one we'd get, and we looked down and one of them saw the even front. Now, sometimes you don't always get that.
Well, that's what when we saw it, we were like, oh man, this might be a big game for Jalen. Because they basically gave you a 5-man box the first part of the game.
Yeah.
And you guys made play after play after play, and Kirk, got him in a rhythm early again, and then I thought he played lights out. He even got a pancake tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, that was awesome.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Well, the kids will go crazy when they see that on the field.
It's good to see your quarterback, and we got 2 yards. The guys were hooping and hollering, but I didn't care for that a whole. But I'm glad they saw our quarterback, step up and go ahead.
Well, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but the other 2 games that I've been here to, well, I guess it was the other game against Covcath when I was here. Yeah. The first drive with Legend, I think Jalen cut one back and broke it back down this sideline, and Legend was out in front and he was blocking. And then later in the game, Kirk did the same thing. He cut it back and Kirk was out in front. So it was no surprise to me that he was blocking. But when he decleated a guy, when you see a quarterback lower his shoulder and decleat somebody like that, I mean, you are going to get jacked up on the sideline. How many of those do you have? Huh?
0.
Well, I tell you what, we want to congratulate you on your win, and it's a lot of fun to watch Lexington Catholic, and we're proud to be associated with you and your program. There's a lot of class and good people. Oh my goodness, your assistant coaching staff. I tell you what, that's a good group of guys.
I appreciate it. I'm pretty fortunate to have the group of coaches that we do. They're from I thought Jesse, like Donnie mentioned earlier, does a great job with the offense, and Nigel with the defense, and Kevin, obviously the big kick return special teams. But if I could just steal 1 minute here. I enjoyed seeing all the youth out here tonight. It's kind of the future.
Yeah.
Our coin toss was the past, present, and future, and it was great to see all those little kids running around, the alumni coming back, and this isn't just a football team right now. It's a program, and you see the guys, the tradition.
Yeah, that's great.
Of Lexington Catholic, and in the future coming up. It was great to see that group out tonight.
And I loved it when you brought in your freshman quarterback, and he short-armed the screen. So what'd you do? You just call it again to the other side. You're going to make him be successful. I loved it though.
That's right.
Give that kid some confidence. Put him on a big stage, see what he can do, and give him some confidence. I loved it. I thought it was a great job.
And Luke's a gritty kid. He's had to play JV and freshman because when you lose a quarterback like Legend, then Kirk steps up, and then all of a sudden your freshman quarterback's both, and he's just gritty. The JV's 5-0, and it's with him. He's just out there. He's a competitive kid. He's fun to watch.
Well, listen. Congratulations again on your score, and we'll take a little break and come back and wrap it up real quickly here on Prep Spin. Lexington Catholic again defeats Western Hills in a big game tonight. Big district game next week. Congratulations, but good luck.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Mark.
Appreciate it.